Greetings everybody, this is Serpentine451 and welcome back to another episode of Weeb Warriors, where it's just little old me doing, well, review things. Let us begin with Nekupara, episode... was it 7? I think it was 7. Yeah, episode 7. Our Neko gals are at the Minaduki house while everyone meaning that Shigure and Master Nut are off doing things in the middle of a big storm, and the gals are just at the Minaduki household, just lounging about, playing games, blackouts happen, and stories are exchanged, where everyone just bullies poor Cinnamon for being a thought. That's essentially the episode. And it makes me laugh, and how Vanilla can be one of my favorite cat girls of all time because of her deadpan delivery. And I love it so much. Next up, welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. That one character whom, from the beginning, from when she was first introduced, she was an idol that's seen in, like, the opening and the ED, is, like, so obvious that you can just call it when it happened, like I did this week. It was one of the funnier instances where I can be proven right, even though it's so obvious that even a 5-year-old can do it. But anyway, Iruma wins the opportunity to have a chat with the most popular idol in the netherworld. Turns out to be his classmate, and how being, well, how her drive to be popular in her own little way, and Iruma's whole, I don't want to stand out and shit, kind of converge and collide with her getting pissed off and freezing the poor boy. But she ends up coming down with a fever, and the episode ends on a big old cliffhanger. That's pretty much it. Next up, My Hero Season 4. In this episode, we focus on Class 1A putting together their theme of a concert and dance live, where the general studies are like, oh, the heroes, even though they had these experiences, they can't wait to take this shit from us, huh? And I'm like, well, goddamn, hoes. Bakugo is proven to be like a beast at the drums. Tsukiyomi, Fumikage, and Dengek, Watt Boy are on the guitar and bass, and Jiro, oof, good girl Jiro, fucking singing made my heart melt. Fucking melt. And then we also have interactions between La Brava and Gentle. Gentle just not just all talk until we actually see him do dumb shit in the cultural festival arc. I'm excited to see that happen. All that fresh shenaniganery. And also, just a quick side note before I continue. With Deku and All Might, they're having their mini training sesh, I thought that was neat and a wholesome moment between master and student. I thought that was great. Alright, next up we have, before I do that, anyway, Bufuri. Our girl Maple trained Mei and Yui to be at level 20, and everyone else is doing fun, dumb shit, and it was great. It made me very happy to see all of them do cool stuff. Like, Armor Boy did something really awesome to get a new set of duds from a hidden quest. Kasumi doing something really cool for Iz. And you have a red-haired fella. Sometimes his name escapes me. Figures out how to store magic spells. But the good chunk of the episode is primarily focused on Maple gaining a new skill where she makes everyone a fucking tank based on her defenses. And that was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. And then also we get Inspector. Our crew is still having difficulties with the fact that the police detective at the start of this arc got murked by Steel Lady Nanase, and they can't figure out a way to do it, but they were able to actually formulate a plan, letting Kokoto fall asleep after she pooled all of her power to figure out a plan. And we also got a little bit more backstory on Koro's cousin, whom he's infatuated with, which pretty much ended his, well, partially ended his relationship with Saki. And not only the Kappa thing. I thought that was very interesting and whatnot. Still, all these shows are still keeping my interest and still captivating me to this very day. Well, also one thing I would like to mention for our soapbox discussion this week. Well, I decided I wanted to be a massive pervert, and I gather nothing but hentai. And, yeah, we can kink shame all we want, but with the space that interspecies reviewers kind of left in me, I can't find good humor other than the shows that are deemed okay. And plus, not all shows are going to be like to the standards of most people anyhow. It's just animation. Please, for the love of God. I already beat this topic into the ground. And it's no fair to everyone else, but back to the topic of hentai though. I am perfectly fine, and I accept some kinks. Some I cannot deal with. If I have to sit through an entire hentai where the plot basically consists of an incel-looking dude hypnotizing bitches and fucking them, I wasn't gonna play with that. I thought it was something a bit more quirky and not heavy-handed, making this fool out to be a goddamn supervillain. And we also, one of the funniest ones that I've watched, well, to be fair, honestly, watching hentai dubbed is comedy gold in its own way. If you're not gonna fap to it, just laugh. It's great. That's all I have to say. Well, not really. One thing I will, to kind of propose it as kind of a topic of discourse. Has there ever been a hentai or something that, like manga or anime, or animated, that made you question a lot of things that you decided to fap to on a whim? And this goes for ladies too, because I know yo gals get crazy in whatever situation you're in. But anyway, this has been Serpentine 4151 with another episode of Weeb Warriors. Catch you folks next time.